Good morning students. Today we will study acids and bases. As in your lower classes you have studied, acids are those substances which have sour taste and the bases they have the bitter taste. You know a well-known example of an acid, that is lemon juice. When you taste it, it is sour. Okay, so that contains citric acid. Similarly, example of a base, a common example of a base is coffee. When you taste the coffee, you taste it as bitter. Okay, because it has a base that is quinine. So bases give us bitter taste. This is what you have studied in lower classes. But it is not advisable to distinguish between acid and base by using the taste method because it may prove dangerous. So in the laboratories, we use the various indicators. As the name indicates, these are the substances which we use to distinguish between acid and base. So in the laboratory, we use commonly litmus solution, phenolphthalein solution and methyl orange. So this litmus solution, here the acid, if a given substance is acid, then the blue litmus is turned red. And if a given substance is base, then the red litmus solution is turned blue. In case of phenolphthalein, with acid, it remains colorless. But in presence of base, it turns pink. And in case of methyl orange, it gives red color when it reacts with an acid and gives yellow color when it reacts with the base. So this I am going to show you here. So I have taken, this is the dilute sulfuric acid and this is the sodium hydroxide solution, which is a base. Now this is the acid, dilute sulfuric acid. I will dip a strip of blue litmus into it and see it has turned red. The red color will depend on the concentration of the acid. More concentrated the acid, brighter will be the red color. And here I am taking the red paper strip which I am going to dip in the base. See, it has turned blue because this had sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, now I will use phenolphthalein solution. This phenolphthalein solution is colorless. When I add a drop of this to acid, it is colorless only, it is not giving any color. And when I add a drop of this, it has already actually fallen, so it turns bright pink. So this is the way you can distinguish between acid and a base by using the phenolphthalein solution. Now students, I will use methyl orange solution. I am just going to wash these watch glasses. Okay. So I take a drop of dilute H2SO4 here and some amount of sodium hydroxide solution here. Now this is the methyl orange. As the name indicates, it is orange in color. Now I put a drop of this in the acid. See, it has turned red, and in base it has become yellow. You can see the color. So I have shown you the use of these three indicators: litmus solution, here I have used the litmus paper strips, then phenolphthalein and the methyl orange to indicate the difference between acid and the base. So now I move to the chemical properties of acids and bases. As we have already studied, okay, that acids and bases, they react with certain metals and liberate hydrogen gas. So here I will show you the experiment by making the use of zinc granules. I will make these zinc granules to react with dilute H2SO4 and then hydrogen gas will be liberated, which will burn with a pop sound. And then it is clear from the balanced equation that this hydrogen gas has been liberated by the metal zinc from the sulfuric acid, the hydrogens present here. These are evolving out as hydrogen gas. Now students, certain bases also. For example, sodium hydroxide. It also reacts with zinc to give you hydrogen gas. But always remember that not all the bases will react with metals. Only the highly active bases will react with the zinc metal. Okay, I will show you this experiment. So students, I am adding here the zinc granules, brightly colored metal. Then I am adding dilute sulfuric acid. There will be the reaction and hydrogen gas will be evolved. This hydrogen gas will burn with the sound. So I am using the burning candle. So see how beautifully it has burns. So this from where this hydrogen has come? This has come from the acid. From the atoms of hydrogen which are present in the acid. Now the next we will do the reaction with the metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates. So I will take here the example of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. So you can see the reaction that sodium carbonate, when it is made to react with any dilute acid, here I take dilute HCl, then carbon dioxide gas will be evolved with effervescence, and that will turn the lime water milky. I have added here sodium carbonate powder. Okay, now I will add the acid into it, dilute acid, and see the effervescence. Okay, so the gas is coming out with effervescence. The bubbles are being shown here. You can see these, and I am allowing to pass this gas to the lime water in this taken in this test tube. See the bubbles. Okay, so carbon dioxide gas is coming out, and I am passing this carbon dioxide gas into the lime water, and it will take some time, and then it will turn the lime water milky because of the presence of, because of the formation of calcium carbonate. You can see the gas is evolving in this tube, that is carbon dioxide. It is evolving out with effervescence, and then it is entering into the lime water, which is being turned milky, white. Okay, so with the time the whole solution will turn white. Now the next reaction is neutralization reaction. As the name indicates, it means that acids, they mask the effect of the base, and that their effect is being neutralized. So this is known as neutralization reaction. Here the base NaOH, when it is mixed with the equivalent amount of the HCl, then we get the salt and water, and this resultant salt solution will be neutral. This I will show you with the help of the universal pH indicator strip. So when it gives red color, this I will show you now. Just putting a drop of H2SO4 here and sodium hydroxide solution in this. It is actually already containing phenol based solution. Let me clean it thoroughly. So I will dip this paper strip in the acid. It has turned red, and in the base it has turned sea blue. Okay, so now I will mix this acid into this base. This base I am mixing here. I have taken another strip of universal pH indicator. I am just dipping it into the mixture of acid and base. See, it has given the green color as is indicated on this paper strip. That 7 is for the neutral medium. So that means when acid and base, they are equal concentrations, they are being added, then they neutralize each other, and the resultant solution is neutral. So this is all about the chemical properties of acids and bases. Thank you.